bet you had a nice little laugh about this, huh?
Give me back my necklace!
ATL wasn't supposed to work. The location didn't exist, the cast couldn't skate, and the title? Lawyers killed it before filming even started. These are 15 facts about ATL you never knew. And the bonus? One actress almost threw it all the way before saying a single line. Wheels down, this ride gets real. Number 1. Originally called Jellybean. The movie had a different name, Jellybean, one word, named after a real place, Jellybean Skating Rink, Stone Road, Southwest Atlanta. That's where Dallas Austin spent his Sunday nights. That's where T-Boz learned to move. Every week, same rink, same crew, same escape. The plan was simple. Film the movie there, use the real location, capture what they remembered. One problem, Jellybeans was gone, closed, shut down. The rink that inspired the entire project didn't exist anymore. Nothing to film, nothing to capture. Then came the legal issues. The title got scrapped. Studio never explained why, so they pivoted. New name, 3 letters, ATL. But listen, the character Ant, Evan Ross's character, his nickname in the movie is Jellybean. That's not random, that's intentional. The title they couldn't use became the name they gave him, a tribute hidden in plain sight. Number 2, T-Boz is the real Nunu. Lauren London didn't create Nunu, she played her, but the character already existed. Walking around Atlanta in the late 80s, early 90s. Real name? Tian Watkins. You know her as T-Boz from TLC. T-Boz was the blueprint, the original, the girl at the rink with the attitude, the flavor, the style. London studied her, talked to her, asked how she moved, how she spoke, how she carried herself at Jellybeans back in the day. T-Boz confirmed it. Direct quote, "Yes, I'm the Nunu of the movie." One difference though. In the film, Nunu's father is strict, controlling, doesn't want her at the rink. T-Boz's mother was the opposite, supportive, encouraging. But there was a punishment. If T-Boz misbehaved, her mother wouldn't let her go skating. No rink, no Sunday night. For a teenager obsessed with that world, devastating. Did it work? No. T-Boz admitted she would sneak out the window go anyway. The rink was that important. The culture was that strong. Missing a Sunday at Jellybeans wasn't an option. Not for her, not for anyone. Number 3, Antoine Fuqua wrote the story. You know the name, Antoine Fuqua, the man whose life became a Denzel Washington film. Born in prison, raised in foster care, abused, abandoned, homeless. Then he joined the Navy, turned his life around, wrote his autobiography. Denzel directed it, Derek Luke starred in it. Critical acclaim, 2002. 4 years later, Fuqua wrote the story for ATL. Not the screenplay, the story, the foundation, the bones. He created the narrative, the characters, the world. Tina Gordon-Chisholm came in after. She wrote the actual screenplay. But Fuqua built the blueprint. He understood struggle. He understood young black men trying to find their way. He understood what it meant to have nothing and dream of something more. That perspective shaped ATL, gave it weight, gave it authenticity. The man who survived foster care wrote a movie about kids surviving the streets of Atlanta. Different cities, same fight. Number 4, Will Smith was a producer. The Fresh Prince helped make this happen. Will Smith, producer, not executive producer, producer. His name on the credits, his weight behind the project. He joined alongside T-Boz, Dallas Austin, James Lasseter. Lasseter was Smith's longtime business partner. They'd been making movies together for years. Smith saw something here. Coming-of-age story, Atlanta's skating culture, young black talent. First-time director with a legendary music video resume. He signed on. By 2006, Smith was one of the biggest movie stars on the planet. His name meant something. It opened doors. It attracted attention. It told the industry this project was worth watching. ATL had Fresh Prince money behind it. Number 5. T.I. was 25, playing a 17-year-old.
Your parents ain't gonna be hot about you coming home so late.
Boy, I am grown.
Do the math. T.I. was born September 25, 1980. ATL filmed summer 2005. That made him 24 years old, turning 25, playing Rashad, a high school senior, 17 years old. 8-year age gap, minimum. Hollywood does this all the time, adults playing teenagers, but the gap here was significant. T.I. wasn't 21 playing 18, he was a grown man, record deal, rap career, playing a kid who hadn't graduated yet. One reviewer put it perfectly. T.I. at 26 is cast as a 16-year-old who dreams of illustrating comic books. Nobody cared. T.I. had the charisma, the presence, the natural ability to command a screen. His age didn't matter, his energy did. Number 6. The cast trained 5 hours a day for 3 months.
Only place where we all felt like we could be free.
Most of them couldn't skate, not even a little. T.I. grew up in Atlanta. He went to skating rinks, but he wasn't a skater. He didn't do tricks, didn't have a crew, didn't know the moves. Same with the rest of the cast. Lauren London, Jackie Long, Albert Daniels, they showed up with 0 experience and 3 months to become experts. The training started before cameras ever rolled. Atlanta's skate town. Every day, 5 hours minimum. Vaughn Newton ran the sessions. He was their skate captain, their drill sergeant, their coach. 2 practices daily, 9 to 11 in the morning, break, then 3 to 6 in the afternoon. Grueling, repetitive, exhausting. Newton noticed something early. The women picked it up fast. Lauren London, the twins Malika and Khadijah, they adapted quickly. Natural rhythm, quick feet. The men struggled, took longer, fell harder, but they kept showing up. Newton said T.I. was determined, wouldn't quit, didn't complain, just worked. By the time filming started, they looked like they'd been skating their whole lives. They hadn't. They'd been skating for 90 days. That was enough. Number 7. Dallas Austin did T.I.'s skating scenes. Here's the truth. When you see T.I. skating in ATL, you're not always watching T.I. You're watching Dallas Austin, the producer, the man who lived this life for real. Austin revealed it years later at a 2024 screening. Direct quote, "When you see T.I. skate, most of the time it was my legs. Same height, same build, same clothes, different person. The camera stayed low, focused on the feet, the moves, the rhythm. Nobody knew the difference. T.I. admitted it himself. He wasn't a skater. He said it plainly. I can't say that I was a skater. I did go to the skating rink, but I didn't do moves or special routines, and I didn't have a skate crew. But he added something else. What I didn't have in skill, I made up for in heart. That heart got him through the close-ups, the dialogue scenes, the moments where his face had to sell it. But the fancy footwork, that was Dallas, the man who actually grew up on that floor, doing what he'd always done, just this time on camera." Number 8. Evan Ross film debut.
I just don't see how the Great Wall of China is supposed to help me clean the floor of Value Village.
The kid who played Ant wasn't just any newcomer. He was Hollywood royalty. Evan Ross, son of Diana Ross, the Diana Ross, Motown legend, supreme, icon. ATL was his first movie ever, his film debut. He was 17 years old playing a 14-year-old drug dealer, and his mother, she showed up on set multiple times. Not for publicity, not for photo ops, for protection. Full mommy mode, checking on her son, making sure he was being treated right, watching how the crew handled him. According to Evan, she took issue with one scene in particular, the fight scene. She didn't like watching her baby get beat up on camera, even if it was fake, even if it was acting. Diana Ross wasn't having it. She made her concerns known, but Evan handled it. He said having T.I. on set actually helped. Both of them were first-timers. Both of them were learning together. It's his first movie too, Evan said, and that has been good because we've been able to find ways of doing it together that has made it a lot easier for each of us. 2 rookies, one the son of a legend, the other about to become one. Number 9, Jason Weaver saying, "I just can't wait to be king." You know him as Teddy, the friend with the gold teeth business, the Lion King connection, but Jason Weaver wasn't just another cast member. He was the voice of young Simba, 1994, Disney's biggest animated film. I Just Can't Wait to Be King, Hakuna Matata, that was him. Not the speaking voice, Jonathan Taylor Thomas got that, but the singing, all Weaver. Here's the wild part. Disney offered him $2 million up front. His mother said no. She negotiated royalties instead. A smaller check now, percentage points forever. That decision made him rich. The Lion King never stopped selling. Re-releases, soundtracks, streaming. 30 years later, Weaver is still getting paid, still collecting checks from a cartoon lion he voiced as a teenager. By the time ATL came around, Weaver was a veteran. He'd done Drumline, the Jacksons miniseries Smart Guy. He was the experienced one in a cast full of first-timers, the guy who'd already been through Hollywood's machine and survived. Number 10. The director made '03 Bonnie and Clyde before this. Chris Robinson wasn't some first-time filmmaker learning on the job. He was a legend, just not in movies yet. Music videos were his domain, and his resume was insane. Jay-Z and Beyoncé's '03 Bonnie and Clyde, Nas's One Mic, Grammy-nominated, Alicia Keys' Fallin' and You Don't Know My Name, Busta Rhymes, Usher, Snoop Dogg, Mary J. Blige. He'd worked with everyone, shot some of the most iconic visuals of the early 2000s. Dallas Austin knew exactly what he was doing when he hired Robinson. This wasn't a gamble. Austin needed someone who understood music, someone who could make a skating rink feel like a concert, someone who knew how to shoot black excellence without making it feel like a documentary. Robinson was that guy. He'd spent a decade training for this moment. Every music video was practice. Every artist was preparation. ATL was the payoff, his feature film debut, and he didn't waste it. He brought that same energy, that same style, that same understanding of rhythm and movement. The skating scenes feel like music videos because the man behind the camera had been making music videos his entire career. Number 11. DJ Toomp got his start at the same skating rink. The man who made What You Know started at Jellybean's. Same rink, same floor, same Sunday nights. DJ Toomp wasn't just some producer who worked on the soundtrack. He was part of the culture that inspired the entire movie. Back in the late 80s, Toomp had a residency at Jellybean's skating rink. He wasn't famous yet, just a DJ trying to get noticed. He entered a major Atlanta DJ competition, won it. That victory caught the attention of MC Shy D. Toomp relocated to Florida, started making records, built a career. Years later, he met a 17-year-old rapper named T.I. They clicked, and in 2006, Toomp produced What You Know, the song that became the theme of ATL, the song that won a Grammy, the song that went double platinum. All of it traces back to that skating rink, the same rink that inspired the movie. Toomp didn't just make the music for ATL, he lived the life ATL was based on. Full circle. Number 12. The director put T.I. in the movie.
You ain't gotta be a dope boy to have money.
Chris Robinson didn't just direct T.I., he discovered him. 4 years before ATL, Robinson directed T.I.'s first music video. Nobody knew who T.I. was yet. No platinum albums, no Grammy wins, just a young Atlanta rapper with something to prove. Robinson saw it immediately, the charisma, the presence. So when ATL came together, Robinson made a suggestion. Put T.I. in the lead. Robinson said it himself. He had a crazy charisma and so much presence. But on this film, he came to the table, worked so hard and never tried to be T.I. He became Rashad. That transformation wasn't easy. T.I. had to turn down money to make it happen. Robinson explained, over a 3-month period, he turned down huge opportunities to do shows paying lots of money to do this project. He totally dedicated himself to making this film. No concerts, no tours, no distractions, just the work. Number 13. T.I.'s album and movie dropped the same week. March 28, 2006. 2 releases, same artist, same week. ATL hit theaters, King hit stores. Both projects feeding each other, promoting each other. King debuted at number 1 on the Billboard 200. 522,000 copies sold in the first week. The lead single was What You Know. It peaked at number 3 on the Hot 100, number 1 on the Hot R&B hip-hop chart. You couldn't escape it. Radio, clubs, the movie theater. T.I. said the album served as the unofficial soundtrack to ATL. Only 2 songs from King actually appeared in the film, but that was enough. The connection was made. 2 products, 1 moment. Complete domination. By the end of the year, What You Know won a Grammy for Best Rap Solo Performance. The movie made $21 million and T.I. became undeniable. Number 14. Cascade had to be completely redesigned.
Only place where we all felt like we could be free.
The skating rink you see in ATL isn't what Cascade actually looked like. When the production team found Cascade Family Skating Rink, they knew they had the right energy. Cars parked along the highway, parking lots overflowing. They had to park 2 blocks away just to get inside. The vibe was perfect. The look wasn't. Production designer Rob Buono described what he walked into. It was the lowest common denominator. Everything was bland. Gray carpet, the colors were a Walmart blue and maroon. Very 80s, and not a good 80s. So Buono rebuilt it, changed the entire color scheme. Red and black, bold, intense. He wanted the rink to feel larger than life, magical. By the time cameras rolled, Cascade didn't look like Cascade anymore. It looked like a movie. Number 15. The money. The film cost $20 million to make. During its opening weekend, it grossed $11,554,404, A month later, it had earned $21,160,089, just enough to cover the budget. Not a blockbuster, not a flop. But the movie never stopped mattering. It won Best Hip Hop Movie at the 2006 BET Hip Hop Awards, got nominated at the Black Reel Awards, the NAACP Image Awards, and almost 20 years later, people still quote it, still ask for a sequel. Chance the Rapper called it a movie that never truly got its flowers. He was right. ATL didn't break records, it broke through, into culture, into memory, into the lives of everyone who saw themselves in Rashad and Nunu. The box office didn't tell the whole story, the fans did. Bonus: Lauren London almost blew her audition. Lauren London wanted the role of Nunu badly. So badly, she spent her last $100 on acting coaching. There she showed up 2 hours late to the audition. That should have been the end of it. 2 hours late with no money to your name doesn't exactly scream hire me. But something happened when she walked into that room. Director Chris Robinson saw it immediately. There's just so much truth in her, he said. She doesn't know how to lie yet as an actress. It was perfect. London was 20 years old. No film credits, just music video appearances for Pharrell and Ludacris. But she became Nunu anyway. And when the holiday film This Christmas came calling the next year, the studio didn't even bother with an audition. They just offered her the part. That's how strong her ATL performance was. One late audition, $100, one role that changed everything. ATL wasn't just a movie about skating. It was a movie about survival, about dreams, about a city that finally got to see itself on screen. No filters, no apologies, just Atlanta. If this one still rolls through your mind, drop a comment. Tell us what film we should break down next, because in a world full of copycats, ATL stood alone, and it still does.